Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best Ball Bros! I'm Matt.
I'm Aaron.
Welcome back to episode 6. How's everybody doing today?
Terrible. But we get to talk fantasy football.
Yeah! Today we're going to do some news, and then Aaron has an ADP game for us.
ADP Pick'em.
ADP Pick'em. And then we are going to bounce back to Underdog this week for a draft for you guys to follow along with. First, news. Top of the news.
Oh, we have a lot to talk about today.
I guess let's start with the fun stuff. Contracts. Garrett Wilson gets his big deal.
Yes. 4-year, 130 with 90 guaranteed. So that is a nice chunk of change to be the only target in the offense. That man got paid. Jaden Higgins also got paid 4 years, 11.7.
He set a precedent, it seems, this year for every second rounder wanting fully guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, and barely any of them are signed now. We got another one today with Tyler Shutt.
Yeah, there's been more of them trickling out fully guaranteed.
Well, you fully guarantee your starting quarterback. So Tyler Shutt got 4 years for 10.8. New Orleans paid their starting quarterback.
And then next thing on the docket.
Oh no, it goes south so fast.
Next thing on the docket, Juwan Jennings is threatening he wants a new contract or he wants out.
Every 49er does this.
And it never goes well for them.
It's not going to. The only leg Juwan Jennings has to stay on is Brandon Ayuk's hurt, and we have an unknown injury for Ricky Pearsall right now.
Yeah, that is his only leverage in this situation, but normally these things don't end in trades, and normally the 49ers, they're ready to play hardball.
Yes. So
he picked the wrong team to do this with, in my opinion.
That means George Kittle can catch the ball.
Yeah.
He could probably pass it, too. If we're being honest. He could pass, catch, run, block.
Kittle will be chasing Brock Bowers for tight end 1 at the end of this season.
If this holds, then yeah, for sure. Worser news.
It
gets way worser.
Let's go with Rashee Rice pleads guilty to his charges.
Look, I'm not a lawyer. I can't get into the specifics. I do know it's 5 years probation with 30 days of serving time.
Yeah.
But he can pick any time in those 5 years to serve it.
To serve all of 30 days.
All of 30 days. I think the bigger news is we just got news 2 weeks ago that he was coming back to camp healthy. Now it's looking almost guaranteed he's going to face some type of suspension. I've heard as much as 4 weeks. I've heard as low as 2 weeks.
CBS insider Jonathan Jones had tweeted out that the precedent he's seen is Rice is looking at a 5 to 7 game suspension.
Cool, 5 is a lot. Oh.
5 to 7.
That's almost half the season.
We saw his ADP jump because of the news that he was cleared to play, and we're probably about to see his ADP take a little bit of a tumble.
Yeah. For me, personally, it's run to the hills, hide. For him, and the other piece of terrible news, him and Jordan Addison also pled.
He pled guilty to lesser charges. He was charged with the DUI and he was charged with less, but still the NFL doesn't really care what you pled guilty to.
No.
They're estimating 1 to 3 games, and as a Vikings fan, I've been listening to people talking about this for a while, and they've been estimating 3 games pretty much the entire time. The only question was, when was he going to serve it? Was it going to be this year or next year, or maybe even continue appealing it into the future? But it's probably sounding like he's going to get suspended this year.
Yeah, me and you had looked at him a couple times so far this year, and me and you kind of assumed it was going to happen this year.
Yeah.
So we've kind of already baked him down. It's the Rashee Rice news hurts after getting so excited about him over the past 2 weeks. Another piece of sad news, Najee Harris put on the non-football injury list. It looks like he's going to miss, for sure, the start of camp. We don't know how much. It looks like this superficial eye injury might end up being more of a concern.
Yeah. I wish I could find the tweet that I had seen before on this, but I couldn't find it during show prep. But there was one person saying that traditionally teams underplay just how serious these injuries are. And so this may linger longer than we're expecting.
Which to me, I mean, me and you talked about it, I think on last episode, about how we need Omari and Hampton.
Yeah, we're leaning towards Omari and Hampton.
So it just turns out he might get this backfield quicker than we thought.
Yeah.
So
it'll probably be his, barring he messes up really badly.
With all this news, maybe, take Hawkinson. I know you've said that before with the Addison news. Fade Rashee Rice. I'd say take a shot on Ricky Pearsall and Omari and Hampton. And
some of the analysts I saw were talking about Xavier Worthy when Rice was out. Worthy was...
Can we quit with this?
Look, he saw a significant boost. Moving on. Chargers news.
Yes.
Mike Williams retires after 8 years.
As a perpetual humongous receiver lover for my fantasy football teams, I love Mike Williams. I would super love if he would learn how to fall after catching a ball instead of looking like he fell out of a plane without a parachute. But happy retirement, Mike, and I super appreciate what you've done for my fantasy rosters.
Congratulations on a great career.
Also, in lesser news, or more news, Keenan Allen re-signing with the Chargers after this. So...
The only hope you can cling to about the Keenan Allen news is that maybe the Bears were so inept that was what caused him not working in the offense.
I think with all this news, it raises our stock on Trey Harris a little bit.
100%.
So I'm not excited about a Keenan Allen signing.
I'm not either.
Maybe if you run a dynasty league and Keenan Allen was on waiver somewhere, pick him up, take a flyer. But in best ball, for what we like to do, I'm not touching it.
No.
So. All right. So next is this game that I thought of, and so this will kind of walk you through this thought process.
First off, we're going off of DraftKings ADP.
Yes, we're using DraftKings ADP because that is the 20-round best ball with the 12 teams. So the thought process is, and I'm sure you all listening have noticed, we draft like 3rd, 4th, or 5th in all of these best ball drafts.
We've drafted at number 4 so many times.
So I wanted to be able to take a round per round look at just the players available in those rounds, depending if we were picking from pick 8 or pick 1 or pick 10. Which player in this round do you want overall? So, rounds 1 through 3, everybody wants everybody.
Yeah.
So, we're going to skip down and we're going to start right around ADP 48 in round 4. So, I'm going to name these names in order, starting at 48 going down, and then we'll go round per round. Okay?
Okay.
So, round 4. We've got, at 48, we got Alvin Kamara, then Cortland Sutton, Tedoroa McMillan, Devontae Smith, Chuba Hubbard, George Pickens, Kimbo Walker, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley, Joe Mixon, and James Conner. Out of those names, Matt, which name do you want on your roster?
Only picking one?
Picking one. We'll not bore everybody with. I want 17 players. So I'll let you pick first. Who do you like in that round?
I'd probably pick Kamara. Surprise to everybody that's listened. But my backup pick is probably Jalen Waddle. Okay. Just because...
give me your pick and then a backup pick in case he wasn't there.
I'd go with Jalen Waddle just because with Jonnu Smith gone and Tyreek Hill, we're not quite sure what's going to happen with him this year. And with Jalen Waddle running more intermediate to shallow routes, it would probably be more inviting if Tua were to miss time. So I'd pick Waddle.
Okay.
as my backup. But number one, everybody that's listening, you're not surprised. We said Kamara. What about you?
As a Saints fan, I want to say Kamara, but my heart is telling me I want Devontae Smith in this round. I think he might be the best number 2 receiver in the league right now.
Okay.
T. Higgins will make a strong argument for that, but T. Higgins is barely on the field. So here I want Devontae Smith. I want a piece of that Philly offense. I'm not able to get A.J. Brown in a lot of places. I'll settle for Devontae Smith.
Okay.
My backup pick is actually probably going to be James Conner. He's Arizona's starting running back. He's super solid every year, and he's gonna get touchdowns. When it gets mucked up, when they get into the red zone, they run the ball. And I feel like James Conner as a backup pick would give you a very safe floor.
You know he's not going to get vultured by Kyler running any tush pushes down at the goal line.
No, they pop his head off if they try to push him. All right, so you ready for round 5?
Let's go.
All right. At 60, right now, ADP on DraftKings. At 60, you got Travis Hunter, Sam Laporta, Trey Henderson, RJ Harvey, Deebo Samuel, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Swift, Chris Godwin, Pat Mahomes, David Montgomery, Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers, and rounding up round 5 with Chris Olave.
Okay, I'm probably going to start with Rome Odunze, probably.
Okay.
I've been pretty high on him. I've been a little outspoken. People know how I feel. So I think he's going to be the number 1 wide receiver in that offense.
Okay. Who would be your backup?
Backup? It might be Sam Laporta.
Really?
Yeah, it might be Sam Laporta.
I think honestly surprises me.
But I probably wouldn't do that. But I think Sam Laporta might have himself a nice little rebound year. And with them possibly having offensive line issues, maybe they start looking shallow with the tight end.
Now Laporta's ADP is 61. So that's a before Hawkinson, and you love taking Hawkinson as your first tight end.
Yes, absolutely.
So would this be a complete different mind meld?
Yeah, this would be completely different.
Okay.
Like I'm just looking at who's here.
Yeah, and Chris Godwin. I honestly, without looking at it, I thought your pick was going to be Chris Godwin because you've tried to grab him everywhere. I knew as soon as I read Rome Odunze, I knew you were grabbing Rome Odunze.
Yeah.
Looking in the 5th round, how I'd like to build my rosters this year, I already have 3, if not 4, receivers at this point. So RJ Harvey, he's screaming at me. I know the news about him probably not even beating the starter is terrifying, but he's the rookie. I'm willing to take that chance here. And then honestly, with the way I'm liking to build my rosters and taking those receivers early, it would probably be DeAndre Swift. Just to see what he can do in Chicago. You know that they're going to try to run the ball and establish the run.
They rebuilt that line.
If I have 3, 4 stud receivers going early, I got to get a good starting back. And I think between those 2 guys, I can have a solid floor for my running back room.
All right.
So on to round 6. So we got Juwan Jennings. Or, you know what? I messed up on the last round. I apologize. Chris Olave should be the start of round 6.
Okay.
So we'll put Chris Olave in this one. Juwan Jennings, Aaron Jones, Isaiah Pacheco, Caleb Johnson, Jordan Addison, Khalil Shakir, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Baker Mayfield, Ricky Pearsall, and Brian Robinson Jr.
This is a tough crowd. To pick out of. I'm probably just going to say Chris Olave because I think he's going to be heavily targeted. He's a good wide receiver, probably going to be the number 1 option. And then my backup, is it too obvious to just say Brian Robinson Jr.?
I'm surprised he wasn't your go-to guy. We get him almost every 6th round we're in.
We're getting both of those guys a lot.
Yes, we are. I think, and this, not to say I want all these running backs, but here in this 6th round, any of these guys I like.
Yeah.
I think this, especially this year, this 5th and 6th round with the running backs, I love. And he's the last guy in this round, but my pick is Brian Robinson Jr. He's the starting running back, very high-powered offense. Austin Eckler scares me a little bit because you know he's going to take some work, but Brian Robinson Jr. is going to be that workhorse.
Uh-huh.
And then as my backup, it's tough between that three-headed Aaron Jones, Isaiah Pacheco, Caleb Johnson. I feel like any of those, if any of those guys are left.
Like you said, just about anybody in here I'd be willing to take.
I mean, if you get any of these guys we just named,
yeah,
you feel like you won the round, and it's this entire round.
It is pretty crazy. You can talk yourself into a lot of these guys, and I've been hearing more and more rumblings about Stephon Diggs, where I'm hearing more and more analysis that they think that he's going to be the number one wide receiver in New England, and they think he can bounce back and be pretty much just as good as ever.
I mean, just not to go on a complete tangent, but philosophically, I do not like drafting receivers that have just changed teams.
That's a very fair point.
And not only is Stephon Diggs changing teams, he's changing teams after an injury. He's having issues with the team.
He definitely started the season off poorly with the boat incident.
Yes. So even if we got the news, Stephon Diggs is going to be in camp. He's running with the ones. He looks great. I'm not touching it. I will gladly be wrong about Stephon Diggs and have it not affect my sleep at all.
I'm just saying the more and more fantasy football podcasts I turn on, and more are starting to say, maybe Stephon Diggs might end up being wide receiver 1 in that offense. So I think I'm coming around to it.
You can have him all you want.
Look, I didn't name him as my 2, but I'm just saying, like, it's something I'm definitely monitoring going into camp now.
You ready for round 7?
Let's go.
All right, round 7. Now this, I'm not going to scream who I think you're grabbing. Cooper Kupp starting the round. TJ Hawkinson.
Yes.
TJ Hawkinson. We've got Tony Pollard, Josh Downs, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Bo Nix, Kyler Murray, Evan Ingram, Darnell Mooney, Emeka Ibuka. I'm never going to pronounce his name right, and sir, I apologize to you every time. And Justin Fields.
Anybody that's listened to me already knows my choices are TJ Hawkinson and Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anybody that's listened.
Yeah.
Anybody that's that's heard you just talk.
Yeah. I've been high on the Falcons. I've been high on Hawkinson. Yeah. 1, 2, easy, done. Let's hear your choices.
You know my choice. I'm taking Bo Nix here, buddy.
I don't.
I'm taking Bo Nix in the 7th round, and I'm running with it. And if Bo Nix is not there, then I will
gonna stumble out of the gate, is what you mean.
Look, if I'm not going to stumble, he's going to be an MVP this year. Mark the tape.
Throwing screens,
throwing touchdowns, sir. That's all that matters.
Throwing screens and slants.
Bo Nix is my pick here. If he's not here in this round,
I just want to know real quick, who is going to be the Denver Broncos slant boy this year? You know who his slant boy was when it was the Saints. So who is Sean Payton's slant boy going to be this year?
R.J. Harvey.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
We're not doing the running back is running routes thing. Absolutely not.
Fantasy gold, baby!
No.
Fantasy gold!
No.
Okay, Bo Nix is my pick here. If he's not here, I'm with you on Darnell Mooney. He is a sneaky pick. He's been a sneaky pick past couple years. And you're higher on this Atlanta offense than I am, but I think he is going to be just a perfect number 2 in this offense.
I mean, you're almost in the hundreds, and you're getting nearly 1,000-yard wide receiver.
Yes.
By all accounts, he's 1,000-yard wide receiver.
Yeah.
So this seems like an easy choice.
Yes. I'm glad that is the only player so far we've been like, we're both taking that guy. Because that would have been a really bad segment. All right. This is the last round we're going to do before we bore you all to death with it.
Okay.
Round 8. We got Jordan Mason, Travis Etienne, Jalen Warren, Dak Prescott, Quinshawn Judkins, Jared Goff, Mark Andrews, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Brock Purdy, Michael Pittman, Caleb Williams, Jaden Higgins, and Brandon Ayuk.
I guess number 1's going to be Higgins. And number 2, I guess, ETN.
Yeah, this is where everything starts to fall off in the draft.
You know,
after round 7, this no longer becomes fun anymore. Now it becomes taxing and hard.
We had that one podcast where we were doing the draft.
I'm marking round 8 as gross.
We were in that draft. We were like, holy goodness, everybody in the 80s is still on the board. I think that's that round right there. It just shifted down.
Yeah. This round's gross.
I'm shocked you didn't pick Justin Fields.
Well, if I have Bo Nix, I don't need Justin.
Yes, you do.
No.
You absolutely
I'm with you on Jaden Higgins. Look, if you're a second round pick and you can basically demand a fully guaranteed contract,
set the market
as a second round pick rookie, you're going to do something fun in this offense. So
I hope so.
So he's definitely my pick. If he's not there, I think this damn app is killing me today. If he's not there,
normally your cat is the one giving you issues, but instead it's your phone this time.
I'm a mess.
Cat's been sitting here just enjoying being pet. Meanwhile, your phone, you're ready to either take it and snap it over your knee or spike it.
Yeah, it would help if I knew the rookies' names, because then I wouldn't have to click on them and be like, what's his first name?
Yeah.
Okay, back on track. If Jaden Higgins is not there, I think if he wasn't a moron, it would be Quinshon Judkins. But here we are.
There's a very big but in that one.
So thank you, Mr. Quinshon Judkins, for ruining my game of ADP Pick'em. Look, and now I have to go with...
Is he really ruining the game? Because one of our first episodes, we were both just like, I don't think I'm drafting a single Brown this year. So he's just validating the fact we don't want to pick any drafts.
It's fantasy football. You got to move like water, buddy. You can't stay stagnant. You gotta go with the flow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a previous podcast I was like, good God, Stephon Diggs. Why would you draft Stephon Diggs? And now I'm listening to other people and I'm like, ooh, maybe I would want to draft Stephon Diggs. So, you're right. Move like water.
Yeah, move like water, buddy. With that being said, Travis Etienne. Now, he's the first one in this round, so if we're picking late, he's not there. But
yeah,
that's not the game we're playing. Yeah. So, if Jaden Higgins is not there, give me Travis Etienne.
Okay. So, do we want to roll into this next draft?
I mean, do we have a choice at this point? It's kind of just expected.
I still think it's hilarious you're using DraftKings ADP and then we're rolling into an Underdog Draft.
Okay. Well, there was a thought process behind that. The thought process behind this was now, when we go to the Underdog Draft, we can compare what we just talked about in DraftKings to what we're looking at in Underdog. And we can see the difference between the two.
I'm sure glad I got this explanation after I started hitting record.
Yes.
So
there's beauty behind it. And it's for everybody's enjoyment. And then we can look at it and be like, why is Bo Nix this early? He was in the 7th round last time.
Yeah. He says there's beauty, but it is not a beautiful mind.
You know the board with the string? It's more like that all the time.
You're Charlie?
Yes. So, especially when it comes to fantasy football. Because, look, I could build 100 different rosters. And that's kind of the fun part about best ball is we get to do that. And I'll like 95 of them, and they'll all have different players on it. So,
okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and pause, and then we will come back into the draft.
Back to 12 team, still on Underdog though, and we're not picking at the 4 spot this time.
Yeah, we're gonna be at spot 9.
So that's fun. We'll get to play around with the turn a little bit, and here we go. The draft has started. Only 20 seconds per pick, so we're going to have to be a little quick on this time. Ooh, pick it at the 9 spot. That has us looking. Right now, we can have the talk. Puka, Malik Neighbors, or Nico Collins. I love trying to go Malik Neighbors or Nico Collins and then turning around trying to go Brian Thomas Jr. after that.
It's a tough call. I'm really worried about Malik Neighbors and possible injury this year, considering all the work he had. I've always been big on Nico. He helped me out a lot a couple of years ago. So I'd stick with Nico personally, but Malik Neighbors goes off the board anyways. He wasn't even our choice.
Yep. We're up in one pick. If McCaffrey's still there, do we take a shot at McCaffrey?
I wouldn't hate it. There he goes.
Oh, there he goes. All right, we're getting our pick. We'll take Nico Collins.
Let's go.
Nico Collins, starting receiver. I like it.
Now we're up in 6 picks.
So who does that have us looking for? Ooh, they're going quick. We're up in 4.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Thomas Jr. still there. I'm going to have my fingers crossed that he keeps falling.
I don't think he's going to. More realistic is probably A-Chain, Drake London, A.J. Brown.
If we're talking about those guys, or Lad McConkey right below them, as Amon-Ra St. Brown goes off, we're up in 3 picks. I think I like Drake London or A.J. Brown if Brian Thomas Jr. is still not there. As my dreams are dashed and we lose Brian Thomas Jr., we're up in a pick.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Derrick Henry, and there goes
A-Chain.
Drake London or A.J. Brown or Lad. We got 10 seconds.
I picked Drake.
All right. I don't hate it. We'll go Drake London here. I feel like that's a pretty solid start.
2 number 1 wide receivers.
Yes.
And they'll definitely get their work. So we are up in 14 picks.
Yeah, 14 picks. These picks are going fast, though.
They are, so that's kind of nice.
That is nice. We're looking at pick 33. So that has us looking JSN, Lamar Jackson, Terry McLaurin, Breece Hall, or Mr. Reliable, Mr. Safety Blanket, Mr. Kyron Williams, for those who are wondering who on earth we're stuttering about.
Of course, we were talking about Kyron. I'd be good with Breece Hall or Kyron, whoever's still available when it comes up.
Ooh, interesting right now. Rashee Rice's ADP is still at 29.
Surprising. But, after however many drafts that went on, all that data built up to where people were taking him, they were excited about the injury-free slate.
So, looking a little bit past the Kyron, Omari and Hampton's right down there too.
Okay. So it kind of sounds like we are looking at running back.
Probably, unless Garrett Wilson keeps falling down here.
Keep wishing. That's 6 picks away, man.
Look, I got a genie somewhere. Guys, I apologize if there was any background noise on that. And hopefully it's not too distracting. We left.
I really hope that wasn't that noticeable.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't completely slip my mind.
Yeah, we had the TV on while we were waiting for this draft to fill. Catching up on some modern marvels, because,
watching trains.
So we could nerd out. We're up at 3 picks. Garrett Wilson's still there right now. Devontae Adams, no thank you. Terry McLaurin as a 3rd. There goes Garrett Wilson. We're up in 2 picks. Mike Evans is still there. We're up in a pick. Who?
I like Breece or Kyron.
I think we might be able to grab Kyron here. We'll go ahead and take him and then get Omari and Hampton on the turn.
Okay.
So let's try that. We're going to see how far Rashee Rice falls now.
Mm-hmm.
We're on pick 33 and he's still on the board. Oh, who just went? Oh, Breece Hall just went after us. So 5 picks away.
That was to be expected.
There goes George Kittle. Okay, so if Omari and Hampton's not there, we're up in 2 picks. There goes James Cook. Somebody reached down to grab him. Ooh, we're up in 1 pick. Tedero McMillan just went. Can we get a fever dream with Omari and Hampton? 9 seconds. Oh, does this guy get auto-drafted Rashee Rice?
The one time I hope an auto-drafter is there. Omari and Hampton's there for us.
Yes.
Let's take it.
Yes, we'll take it. He reached down and grabbed Xavier Worthy. We're up at 15 picks. I know this is going to sound rushed, guys, but these picks are flying fast, and we are trying to keep up. Pick 57 is where we're looking at next. That's Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, Roma Dunze territory right there. RJ Harvey, James Conner, Chris Olave. There are a bunch of receivers left on the board. Oh, here's the quarterback run. We just had Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels go. Oh, there goes Rashee Rice at pick 43. We're up in 11 picks, and honestly, I feel better about grabbing our third receiver than our third running. I mean, just look at all the names that are still left at receiver, which means everybody's grabbing running backs.
Your guy Devonta Smith still on the board. Other than that, I'm not extremely excited about the name. Oh, Jalen Waddle's a couple picks below.
I'd much rather have Jamison Williams or Devontae Smith than Jalen Waddle.
I disagree, but
I'd rather have Rome Odunze than Jalen Waddle.
Well, isn't he a lot further down the board?
I wouldn't say a lot further, but he's further down.
Yeah, Rome Dunstay's at 60.
We're up in 6 picks. There goes Jamison Williams. So
Yeah,
I don't think
he was too high up the board for him to fall that far.
I don't think Devontae Smith's going to be there for us.
I don't think so either.
So would
Travis Hunter gets picked at 51. I don't understand it.
It's a lot of hype. I think it's people feeding into the hype than anything else.
I am the hype.
Look, he was the best player in college football last year.
DJ Moore goes off the board.
Whoever took him can keep him for the rest of forever. I will not be mad at that. Oh, we're up in 3 picks, guys. Devontae Smith's at the top of the board. The Cortland Sutton just went at pick 53.
And then Ridley.
We're up at 2. Can Devontae Smith survive 2 picks?
Doubtful.
If not, I say we grab Alvin Kamara or Roma Dudes.
We're on the board. And
right before us. Let's go Kamara here.
All right, let's do it.
We're up in 6 picks, so we still kind of have the pick of the litter when it comes to receivers coming around. If Roma Dunze's here on the way back, look, Roma Dunze or Chris Olave are there. Well, there goes Roma Dunze.
Mm-hmm.
At pick 59 goes Roma Dunze. Joe Mixon went at pick 60. And that's either an amazing pick or a god-awful pick. I can't read what that offense is going to be.
2 picks away.
Chris Olave's still there, or R.J. Harvey. We would be super heavy running back at that point.
We would be. It would be surprisingly running back heavy.
There goes Ricky Pearsall. That's another name I wouldn't have minded here.
They went way down the board for him.
Yeah, they did.
Because I took a peek, and he was like in the 70s, and somebody reached down and nabbed him. Because when I started seeing Juwan Jennings on the board, we are on the board. So
we are on the board. Jordan Addison went. Chris Olave?
Let's do it.
All right.
He seems to be our second little safe space there.
He does, and it's just...
He's going to be wide receiver 1 in that offense, and so when you're getting him in the 6th round, I can't be upset about that.
Well, yeah.
It just seems an easy pick to me.
You're not even paying receiver 2 cost for him. He's your receiver 3. Sometimes receiver 4 on a roster.
Mm-hmm.
On this particular roster for us, he's receiver 3.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 running backs. We've got 3 receivers. We haven't looked hardly at tight end or quarterback yet.
Haven't really needed to.
Not yet. We're up at 12 picks. There are a lot of running backs here I like more than the receivers, if we're being honest. David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Pacheco, Caleb Johnson. This is kind of that running back room spot that we were talking about.
So we will have spot 81.
Jaden Reed, Stephon Diggs, Khalil Shakir, Tony.
Darnell Mooney, 85.
Brian
Robinson Jr., 86, right below him.
Yeah, if I'm looking at it's between Aaron Jones or Brian Robinson Jr. for me. With those, we did take Drake London. We can't. We shouldn't do Mooney.
Come on now. Last draft we picked Tyler Shuck, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and
we didn't realize
we were doing it as we did it.
We built the ultimate Saint super stack, and we didn't even realize we did it.
But at that point, we knew we were doing it when we picked Shuck. That was when we realized.
We forgot about Alvin Kamara, though.
When we realized, the second we realized we had 3 Saints on a roster, we were like, we have to pick Shuck at this point, just because.
No, I do not want Atlanta Falcon super stack. I didn't want a New Orleans Saint super stack. We ended up with the New Orleans.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's all right. Again, it's not like Shuck was our starting quarterback. We had somebody else, but The option is there.
So we're up at 4 picks, and there's names further up the board right now. Debo's still there.
Pacheco.
David Montgomery, Pacheco. I mean, Jaden Reed is the best receiver in Green Bay. And there he goes. So,
yeah, but, Green Bay's wide receiver and core is a whole bunch of miscongenialities. So
there goes David Montgomery. We're up in a pick. Pacheco, Aaron Jones, or Brian Robinson Jr. here. We got 10 seconds.
I'd say between Pacheco or Robinson Jr.
All right, we'll go B-Rob.
I would have rather had Mooney.
We already have Drake London.
Yeah, but we have... Refresh my memory real quick. Underdog is not a PPR at all, right?
I think they're half.
Half PPR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would have rather had Mooney.
Just
because he would have possibly gone into our flex spot more. We could possibly get him going back. But Emeka Egbuka on the board, TJ Hawkinson right below him.
I don't mind grabbing Hawkinson here. Honestly, we're up in 2 picks. And with the Jordan Addison news,
I had already baked that into the cake with my Hawkinson.
Yes, I honestly, I don't hate grabbing Hawkinson here. If that eliminates Darnell
He's
Mooney.
coming around to my... Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Okay.
No.
Mooney or Egbuka?
Egbuka.
All right, take him.
Okay. We'll grab him. Even though he's the third receiver if everything goes to plan in that offense. That's the kind of thing that scares me.
But the thing is, though, is that you're saying, according to plan, when you have 2 starting wide receivers over the age of 30.
Yes. I apologize for that one.
So,
all right, we're up at 14 picks. 1, 2, 3. That has us looking. Tyrone Tracy, Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram, Trey Harris, Rashid Shaheed, Caleb Williams, Dak Prescott. Drake May's a little further down the board. J.J. McCarthy. Okay, so we need to start looking at quarterback. Kyler Murray, Bo Nix, Justin Fields are kind of that last ring.
I hear you. We definitely
mobile quarterback.
We definitely need to take Mark Andrews since our number one option at tight end we're coming off the board.
He might not be the Ravens' number one option anymore.
Probably not.
So
Isaiah Likely is probably going to take over that job for him.
Or they just run out 2 tight ends.
J.K. Dobbins, right there, 112. Might be able to get him on our turn coming back.
Oh man, yeah, I think or Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren's there too. Yeah, I think this next pick. We're up at 8 picks. I think it needs to be quarterback.
What if we took Trey Harris, 107?
I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. At 107.
That's his ADP right now is 107.
We're picking at 105.
Yeah.
That means at 112. I mean, that leaves us taking Drake May as our starting core. I don't hate that because then we could go Drake May and hopefully McCarthy.
There goes Mark Andrews off the board.
He wasn't on
my dreams.
He wasn't on this board. You could still get Kyle Pitts with the last pick of the draft.
Sold.
There goes Bo Nix. We're up in 3 picks. Kyler Murray.
Oh no, my heart is broken. We couldn't get Bo Nix.
There goes Justin Fields. Kyler Murray's the last one left of the mobile quarterbacks. Do you want that? I don't see Trey Harris.
Did he go off the board?
Yeah, I don't see him.
He did go off the board, didn't he? Yeah, he did at 98. We
We're
are
up.
on the board.
I say we take Kyler Murray here.
Okay.
That gets us the mobile quarterback. You know my feelings. Go mobile and then get a statue to back it up. So we're up at 6 picks. Quinshon Judkins continues to slide down this list because he doesn't know how to behave. Evan Ingram, Rashid Shaheed, Caleb Williams, Dak Prescott, Cam Scatterboo, J.K. Dobbins. Did we grab R.J. Harvey? I can't remember if we did or not.
No, we got Kyron, Omari Hampton, Alvin Kamara, Brian Robinson Jr.
Do you want to go J.K. Dobbins here? We could still...
I already starred him, just to let you know how I feel about it. But we'll see if he... That would be right at ADP.
So there's 18 roster spots. On an ideal build, 6 running backs, 6 receivers, 3 tight
ends. There he goes. 108. Somebody took him. And I'm sure they're clapping and cheering that they got him right there.
Rashad Bateman's here. You liked him earlier in the season.
I did. I'd still take him.
Tyler Warren's here. Najee Harris, Ramondre Stevenson.
Would you be okay with taking a tight end right now?
Not really.
Not right now? Okay.
No. There goes Drake May. And Rashad Bateman went right before him.
We are up next. How do you feel about Dak?
I don't like it here that we took Kyler Murray. If we didn't have Kyler Murray, I'd scream Dak. We are on the clock. You want to go Najee Harris or Ramondre Stevenson?
No.
Okay. Well, we got 9 seconds.
Cam Scatterbo.
Okay, I hijacked it. We had 5 seconds left. We took Tyler Warren.
Okay.
I mean, possibly the best tight end in rookie land. So
in rookie land, absolutely. But
this is gross. I mean, we had. If it wasn't for taking Kyler Murray the previous round, I would have liked Dak there. But Kyler's just a little bit more mobile.
We are waiting for 12 picks.
12 picks.
So we will be at 129.
Colston Loveland, Javonte Williams, T-Law's there, C.J. Stroud.
You think Herbert or Love, one of those two, or you completely off quarterback right now? Or T-Law, who do you like out of those three? Herbert, Love, or Trevor Lawrence?
Out of those three, it's Herbert.
Herbert?
Yeah.
Well, he would have to fall a little bit past ADP for that to happen, but that's not crazy. It would only be 4.
Just looking at the board, I mean, there's not a lot of names anywhere else. Michael Penix is a little further down. Isaac Garendo. How you feel if Najee Harris is still there in 3 picks? He's still on the board.
Let's just refer back to our news and notes section, and you might be a bad idea.
I mean, he's playing for the wrong team if he's going to be wearing a pirate patch, but
we already have Omari and Hampton on our team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, we're up. You want to take
Holy smokes!
Want to take Herbert here?
Let's go.
Right. Big Herbs as our second quarterback. So maybe we'll take our third quarterback as our last pick.
Yeah.
And now we can. So ideally, I'd like 2 more running backs, 2 more receivers, 2 more tight ends, and 1 more quarterback.
Okay.
We're up at 4 picks. We take a shot at Kyle Williams in New England. To the rookie Bashel Tatutin. Isaiah Likely's there. Isaac Garendo.
I guess Kyle Williams or Garendo, just on the off chance he becomes the number 1 running back.
Yeah. With only having 4 receivers, I think
we are on the clock.
Let's grab Kyle Williams.
Sure, sounds good.
See if he can. Hopefully, we get some good camp news from him soon. That's one camp I've been having my eye on.
Yeah,
just to try to figure out what's going on in that.
You're just trying to get any sort of edge when it comes to that one, because literally, like, everybody is like, this may be the guy. No, this may be the guy.
Yeah. Well, Demario Douglas is sitting there too. And I think I'd take Demario Douglas in the rookie we just took over Stephon Diggs, if we're just calling it how it is. So we're up at 12 picks.
153.
153. Austin Eckler. Well, we have Tyler. Okay, there's a guy. Tyler Algier. Matt Stafford's there at 153.
What about Brenton Strange? Is it too early for a backup tight end for you?
I'm glad you shot right past Kyle Pitts because you knew I wasn't going to let you make that pick.
Well, I was just going to sneak it in there while you were
I'm hijacking this. Tank Bigsby down there at 161.
All right. But we do need a backup tight end. Like, that's
well,
going to be important pretty soon.
Not when Tyler Warren is going to end up being the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. And
starting tight end?
No, starting quarterback. He'll
wow.
He'll get that role, and then we'll just have a quarterback in our tight end slot, and we'll win the league. We're up at 5 picks.
What about Isaiah Likely keeps falling?
If he keeps falling, yeah, we'll grab him. I'm completely okay with that. I wish Carolina was better because Xavier Legette's there, and I love Xavier Legette, and Carolina just keeps letting me down. Someone took Kyle Pitts. Oh my God, so gross.
They took Pitts over Likely and Garendo.
Oh well, there goes Likely. I don't mind taking Garendo here,
assuming he makes it past this guy. because we are up in one pick.
I think this guy has
Garendo or who else? Algier?
Yeah, or Algier.
Okay.
Here.
We've got our number one.
Oh, there goes Stafford.
Okay. We got the
Garendo?
we got the CMC handcuff.
Even though we didn't get CMC.
Yeah, even though we didn't.
All right. One more running back, one more receiver. We need 2 more tight ends and a quarterback.
Okay.
We're up in 6 picks to... I don't hate taking a shot at Romeo Doubs here if he continues to grow.
Gross.
When you have 37 receivers on the roster,
I'd
you don't have a receiver on the roster.
I'd rather take Eckler, but...
We already have Brian Robinson Jr.
I know, but I would rather take Eckler than Romeo Doubs Jr. But, I'm biased, so, I'll hold my nose and take the pick.
Roshan Johnson down here at 169. I feel like we've talked about him a couple times. This is just looking further down.
So, real quick.
We're up at 3 picks.
We're up in 3 picks. Cam Ward, Tank Bigsby, or Dobbs?
Dobbs.
Assuming he's there?
Yes. There's another guy I don't know about. Betch from Vegas. I just don't know enough about. I need to do some more research. There goes Hunter Henry. That's a name I was looking at also. We're up in a pick, though. There's a name that should be getting a lot more looking at, especially with the Mike Williams news and all that nonsense.
We're on the clock.
I'm grabbing Romeo Doubs right now. Quentin Johnston. If he could just learn how to catch, and the problem is he's a receiver. And we already have camp news of him running a dig and it shooting out of his hand. Like it was a trick shot.
I still don't understand. The number 1 overall pick was a quarterback, and there he goes off the board at 163.
Oh, this was a Cam Ward.
This was a Cam Ward. I don't understand. He was the number 1 overall pick.
Because it's Tennessee, man.
He got so overshadowed in this draft. It was just like, okay, Cam Ward, and what else?
We're up in 12 picks.
12.
We still need 2 more tight ends.
So Zach Ertz, Gesicki?
I take Zach Ertz over Gesicki.
I'd be fine with either one.
Yeah, either one.
Assuming they're still there.
Alec. Oh well, we just took our 6th receiver, didn't we? Kate Otton's a little further down the board. Will Shipley. Whoa, hold on. Here's a conversation we need to have.
Are we just gonna force the tight end pick here?
No, we might not. Jerome Ford is down here at 180.
Who's Jerome Ford?
The starting running back for the Cleveland Browns right now. I say we grab Jerome Ford here.
You really think he's going to crack our lineup of Kyron, Hampton, Kamara, Brian Robinson Jr., and possibly Garendo?
Okay, we'll take a tight end here, and then we'll grab.
I think that as another tight end goes off the board, I think we're probably going to have to
who went off the board?
Through.
Johnny
Smith went off the board.
Okay.
Then there goes Gesicki. So I think we're going to have to ram through and take Ertz.
Or Kate Otten.
We are up next.
Okay, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Ertz.
Oh, someone took Rico Dowdle. God bless you, sir.
Ertz. Do it.
All right. Oh, Austin Eckler. Okay, we'll go back-to-back Manders here. Eckler went right before us. We took Zach Ertz. Okay, now we can have a Jerome Ford conversation because we need 1 more running back.
Assuming he's there.
Well, 6 picks. We got the turn. Everybody's going to freak out now and make goofy picks as Kate Otten goes off the board.
So we have 3 more picks.
3 more picks. Yeah, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end, and 1 more running back is how I'd like to build this roster.
If we're going to go quarterback, Sam Darnold just goes off the board.
Okay.
We're up in 2 picks, Daniel Jones, Shuck, and Richardson. But Daniel Jones, 204, might be able to wait till next round.
Yeah, I mean, Jerome Ford is still on the board here.
You want to do Ford right now?
Yeah, we're up 2. So
do it.
We're taking Jerome Ford here.
Lock it in. So we've got 2 picks left.
2 picks. We need a tight end and a quarterback.
Yes, we do.
Chigakonkwo is there.
I highly doubt he's going to last until...
I think we can safely take Tyler Shuck with our last pick.
Very last pick?
Yeah.
You're saying? Okay.
Well,
in that case, who's our...
Chigakonkwo's there. Dalton Schultz is there. Jatavian Sanders for Carolina. No, thank you. Jawan Johnson for New Orleans. Not really.
If Chig keeps falling, I will happily lock that one in. I'm not sure he's going to. Because right now his ADP is 187, and we're picking at 192 is on the clock. So I don't think Chig is going to make it, because I'm pretty sure he's sitting at the very top of the board. Yeah, there he goes.
Terrence Ferguson down there for the Rams. All the way down there at 212.
You have talked about him a few times. You've
yeah.
wanted him. So, all right. You want to go ahead and star him?
Yeah. We'll star him and Tyler Shuck.
Because he'll be our...
Well, Tyler Shuck ADP is technically higher than Ferguson.
Ferguson just went off the board. 196.
Well, darn.
This happened to you.
This happened to me a bunch.
The last 3 drafts.
And we're up in 2 picks.
Yikes.
Daniel Jones
So go ahead
or
and
Tyler Shuck.
Let's go ahead and take Shuck.
Where did he just go? Did someone just take him?
No. Sort by quarterback, sir.
Quarterbacks.
Number 3 right there.
Oh, I started him and then it went away. There we go. Tyler Shuck. All right. We need tight end. So let's look. Let's go big brain. We got 5 picks to do it. Dalton Schultz, Jajavian Sanders, Pat Frymuth, Theo Johnson, Noah Gray. We could go big brain, go Noah Gray. Tyler Conklin. Ben. We could go big brain and go Ben Sinnott. And that would just mean we have the Washington tight end.
You want to go ahead and take our own handcuff? Or Noah Gray and the possibility that...
Well, so Noah Gray was getting work with Travis Kelce last year.
He was.
So I think that might feel better than just taking our own handcuff with a tight end. That sounds awful.
Just with the very last pick, does it really matter? So if you feel better with Noah Gray, I'm good with it too.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting work.
Assuming he doesn't get taken by somebody else with their very last pick.
Well, we're only up at 2 picks. We just got to survive 2 guys. And he already has... They both already have 3 tight ends.
Do they really?
Yes.
Okay. So you want Noah Gray over Dalton Schultz on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take him.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Noah Gray, come on down, sir.
We'll take him. Let's see how our roster looks.
That will conclude our draft, where we went Nico Collins, Drake London.
Well, here, I got the roster pulled up.
Oh, I'm going right here off of...
Yeah, it gets goofy with us. So
What are you talking about?
My brain doesn't work that way. All right. At quarterback, we've got Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, and future MVP Tyler Shuck.
Keep dreaming.
Running back, we've got Kyron Williams, Omarion Hampton, Alvin Kamara, Brian Robinson Jr., Isaac Orindo, and Jerome Ford. I love that running back room.
We kind of went a lot of running back a little bit earlier than we normally do. And I think that paid a lot of dividends with this roster.
I think that's got a great balance of, you got the pass catchers, you got your I'm going to smash your face in running back. Mm-hmm. You got the starter for Cleveland as your last pick. Receivers, this is Nico Collins, Drake London, Chris Olave, Ibuka, Kyle Williams, and Romeo Doubs. How do you feel about that receiver?
Just reading this, I'm starting to think we were in a 10-team league because I'm feeling really good about this roster.
Yeah,
I'm still upset we didn't get TJ Hawkinson. He got taken right before us. But, yeah, Tyler Warren is not a bad consolation prize.
No. Tyler Warren for your tight end 1. Zach Ertz and Noah Gray are also in that tight end room.
Yep.
Receivers feel a little weak to me, but Ibuka is one of those guys who 3 games in, he might be in a bigger role than what we're expecting right now.
I've heard nothing but good things about him.
But thanks, guys, for listening in, and thanks to me having power this episode, we were able to get through the entire episode, so that's awesome.
We did not get interrupted by dead battery sounds.
Yes, so again, thanks for listening in, and we hope to hear you next week. So, love you. Good night.
Have a great night.